So given the absolute size of this unit, man, I had to review it like this. There's no other way I can actually do it. From Diamond Select Toys, huge shout out to Diamond Select. Thank you for sending me this huge Predator 2 City Hunter PVC diorama. From their gallery series, oh my god, this thing is huge. Let's get into it.
Boy.
What do you think?
Look, there, faster!
So a couple of things before the video starts. If you are subscribed, don't forget to hit the little bell icon so that you're up to date with any future uploads. If you haven't checked out my last video, you can do so by hitting up the info tab popping up on the top right of your screen right now. Also, is video games more your thing? Then head on over to the relaunch of my gaming channel, ScorpioCesar's Arcade, by once again clicking on the info tab on the top right of your screen. Alright, without further ado, let's get into this. You can bet your bottom dollar that this is going on top shelf. This is definitely a top shelf display item, and I can't wait to take a look at it. Just take a quick look at the box. Kind of basic, not really much to see here, but wow. Get a nice expert on the back. Everything looks great. Let's open this bad boy up and see what it's all about. Now, I had no idea that Diamond Select Toys actually made statues of this caliber. I've seen some of their Godzilla statues being reviewed by like Ultrazilla and Steven's Toy Reviews. Those look great, but wow, this thing, was definitely not expecting to get this in the mail from them. So, once again, big shout out to Diamond Select Toys for sending this to me. And the plastic here kind of forced the staff to kind of warp a little bit, but hopefully we can take care of that with some hot water. Alright, so for the most part, the hot water seemed to have done the trick. A little more heat would probably be necessary to actually really correct it, but I think I did a pretty decent job here straightening it out. Other than that, I gotta say, you're gonna look at some detailed images from the studio of this statue. Wow, this is an amazing piece. It retails for around $50. And I can definitely see why. Gladly they made this out of PVC and not porcelain, because problem with porcelain, while it may look pretty, if that thing falls off your shelf, it's going to shatter into a bunch of different pieces. At least with PVC, if it takes a shelf dive for whatever reason, doubtful that it will, but still, you never know. Earthquakes might happen, you know. Yeah, you're going to be fine. This statue is legit. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the pose that the City Hunter is actually in. He's kind of like in a very triumphant pose with his spear and his skull and spine trophy that he just pulled out of some poor individual's back. Yes, I love it. I like this eagle style gargoyle here. It's got a really nice gold paint scheme with a black wash over it. It really gives that weathered look to it as well. The Predator himself, the City Hunter, I gotta say he looks really, really good. All the little sculpted details on the mask is very nicely done. It's got nice little pores in there, very gristled, and the armor on him is also really well done, very accurate as well. I like the dreadlocks, even though I would have preferred if the dreadlocks were individual. They seem to be clumped up in sections here. The gun on his shoulder can actually rotate a little bit, but it doesn't really move too much aside from that. I guess you could just kind of reposition it if you want. But overall, the armor looks great. Once again, it's got that mix of gold armor and copper armor with that deep black wash over it. His skin tone has that signature, almost tiger-esque color scheme that the City Hunter does have in the movie. So I'm really happy they kept that. The netting is really well done, actually. The painting on the netting is actually, I don't see any paint slop or leaving the actual sculpt lines too much, so that's great. Oh man, he's even got his little side bone purse there as well. You can see his smart disc is actually attached to his hip holder right there, so that's always good. Don't have to worry about that falling out like the NECA ones. And then his, look at that gauntlet right there. Oh, looks so good. Definitely be careful with those blades on his wrist gauntlet here, because those look very fragile. They're kind of soft, so you can kind of wiggle them a little bit, but you don't want to mess with those, because if those snap, then you're going to have the hard time trying to crazy glue them together. But overall, I gotta say, I'm really digging this statue. His staff looks wonderful. Once again, it's got that nice copper, deep copper color to it, and that black dirty wash. That skull that he's holding, I would have preferred if the spine and the skull were a bit more on the glossy side to make it look like they were freshly ripped out of the body. But maybe that's just me being a psycho. Overall, I gotta say, Diamond Select Toys, whatever you're doing with your Predator statues, please make more of them, because this thing is simply beautiful. Even with the little issues I did mention here and there, I gotta say, they did a great job with this statue, and I'm really happy with it. I really do hope that they have more of these down the line. And if they do, I'm definitely going to have to pick up some of them, because they are beautiful. Definitely for the top of the shelf material. I'd love to see if they do some alien statues as well. I'm looking forward to anything Diamond Select Toys has got going on with this gallery series, because wow, what an impressive statue. If you're a big fan of Predator in general or the City Hunter, you owe it to yourself to pick one of these up. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, definitely worth the price of admission, I gotta say. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review for the Diamond Select Toys Gallery City Hunter from Predator 2 PVC statue. Alright everybody, if you like this video, hit the like button, maybe subscribe, collect everything, connect everything. The end card is here with other videos you might be interested in, so why don't you check those out when you get the chance, including other Predator videos and even ScorpioCesar's arcade if video games is more your thing. Thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you all soon.